sacred beings, and welcome to The Sacred Jewel. My name is Jewel, and this is a spiritual community growing together while on our sacred journeys. Today we are going to be talking about specific psychic gifts that you can have. I know in my previous video, which I will link above, I showed you how to locate in your birth chart what is your psychic gift, or if you have psychic gifts. That's what it was. If you have a psychic gift, your birth chart will show you kind of what it is more generally. So this video, because I know a lot of you aligned with having psychic gifts, which is amazing. So this video, I'm going to show you or talk about 15 different gifts that you probably have if you aligned with markings in my previous video. Quickly, I want to say at the end of this video, I'm going to be talking about the giveaway because we have reached 500 subscribers. I am ecstatic and thank you guys so much for subscribing. I promised a giveaway at 500 and another giveaway at 1,000. So we're halfway there. It's amazing, and I couldn't have done it without all of you amazing, beautiful people. But anyway, stay tuned for that information at the end of this video, or if you just want to skip ahead, the timestamps are down below. But like I was saying, if you aligned with a psychic gift in my previous video, you don't have to align with anything to have gifts. We are all born with them. It's just up to us to tap into them and grow those gifts. So in this video, I will cover 15, and throughout listening to this, if you resonate with them, if you find them interesting, then you probably have that sort of gift within you that you just need to bring out. Side note, if you have been watching my channels, you know that I live in an RV and we've recently just moved to West Yellowstone. But as you see, my shelves are completely empty because we have not moved to our permanent spot yet. So I tried to make it a little bit cute for you guys, but we're still waiting to move to a more permanent area so I can really bring out everything else to make it more homey in here. But let's continue with the video of 15 different types of psychic abilities that you can have. Okay, so of course we are going to start with the Clairs, which I'm sure you've probably heard of. The Clair senses are types of psychic abilities that correspond with the 5 senses. So seeing, hearing, feeling, smelling, and tasting. But those are not the only psychic senses or gifts that you can have. There is a lot more out there. So we're just going to talk about 15 of them, but including Clairs. So we'll start with Clairs, of course. I do want to say there are psychic gifts, and then there's powers like divination. So I'm not going to talk a lot about divination powers, more of like senses and gifts that you can grow. So number 1, clairvoyance. Clear seeing, so you can see through your mind's eye, your third eye, and you may get images or a movie or like flashes. You might have a flash of an image in your mind's eye. So you can use those images, movies that you see in your third eye that can help people or yourself with your past, present, or future. So you might see things from someone's past that you've never seen before, and you're just like, is this part of your past? And then you can help people with their present and future. So that's pretty cool sense. Number 2 is Clairaudience, which I believe I have some of that. I will tell you why in a second. So Clairaudience is clear hearing. You have the ability to hear things without the physical ears. So it's like a telepathic info coming to your mind. Or your ears ring a lot, which mine do all the time. And I always forget, like, if it's your left ear or your right ear, there's 2 different meanings. And I always Google it, like, when I get the ringing. Or they say it's like a download, like you're upgrading your energy or consciousness. So whenever it happens, I just kind of breathe with it and, like, enjoy it for the moment. Or try to focus on what was I thinking about or going through when the ears started ringing. That might have something to do with it. But also, when I had my spiritual awakening, which I'm still going to talk about that, I would hear like voices when I'm sleeping, like in that in-between sleep phase, like before astral projection or going into the REM sleep. I would hear like people talking, like in a big group of people. I would hear all this rumbling of people talking. I would hear a woman's voice, a man's voice, and they weren't really talking to me. It was like I was overhearing a conversation from somewhere else. So that hasn't happened in a long time, but we'll get into that in another video. And also for clairaudience, you might pick up messages through music, which I have, which we'll talk about in that awakening video. Same thing with TV, movies, or even animals like birds singing, or if you're talking about something and you hear a beep, like that would be a confirmation. Or if you hear like, alarms going off, like cars driving by, these are all signs of clairaudience. Like actual physical ones too, that can bring you answers or guidance throughout your day-to-day life. So that's pretty cool. Number 3 is clear knowing. You gain information and knowledge of something that you don't actually know. So you'll have thoughts that come out of nowhere that pop into your mind and give you info about what might happen in the future or now in the present. You'll also be like a great lie detector and you'll experience deja vu. So you just have that feeling of knowing things. Number 4, clairsentience. Clear feeling. So kind of like an empath. There's 2 of these. Number 4 and 5 are very similar, but let's start with this one, clairsentience. You feel the info within yourself, so you will feel the physical, emotional pain of what has happened. So if you walk into a room or you're working with a client and you start feeling jealousy, or you feel insecure, or you're getting fears, if you feel anger, sadness, or any other pains, like pain of an injury, like your arm starts hurting, or you start like getting an earache or a sore throat, this is all clairsentience of like feeling what is going on around you with people or just the experience of what you're around. So that's pretty cool. Number 5, which is very similar, is clairempathy. So this is clear emotions. So 4 and 5 are kind of both like if you're an empath and you can feel other people's emotions. Definitely this one, you are clairempathy. You are aware of others people's emotions, their thoughts, and the symptoms, but you don't necessarily feel them physically. It's more like emotionally, like you feel their energy. So like an empath, you can basically walk into a room and you'll feel like if there's tension or sadness, or if no one's in there and you go into this building, you can just feel like something tragic, like a tragic event has happened there. So definitely, I just got chills. So definitely, if you are an empath, you want to make sure you know how to protect yourself and ground yourself, because it can be very overwhelming taking on all those emotions, which I'm sure you know if you're an empath. Number 6, which I don't know how to say that well, Clairgustance is clear tasting. So you have the ability to receive taste. For example, you'll taste chocolate in your mouth, but you haven't even eaten chocolate like in a couple days. Or you'll taste like a cigarette even though you don't smoke. That could be like if you're working with people and trying to help them with like loved ones, you would say, oh, I'm feeling like I've just smoked a cigarette. And they'll be like, wow, my dad used to smoke every day. So you will have that sort of ability. The next one, very similar, Clairsalience. Clairsalience. But it's clear smelling. So same thing, you might smell odors that are not there. So smelling a cigar that no one's smoking around you. Smelling a perfume, and you can describe that perfume to whoever you're working with or whoever you're talking to, and you might be like, wow, like that was my ex-husband's cologne. And so that's an amazing gift too. Number 8, Clairtangency. So this is clear touch, which I think is super cool. So you're able to receive messages just by touching or holding an object in your hands. So you may see or hear or feel situations that are going around the person's item that you touched, either from their past, present, or future. So you can hold someone's necklace, and if that person passed away, you'll start hearing things, feeling things. Maybe you might have all the clairs, like smelling things, just knowing by touching this thing that those senses will come to you because you have that ability of touch. Number 9, Cartomancy is the ability to predict using cards. So being a tarot reader, card reader, you can predict the past, present, and future using the help of the cards. So you use your intuitive powers and use the images and symbols on the cards to read those, to relate them to the situation of what's going on with the person you're reading the cards for, in order to help them, foresee possibilities of the future, talk about their past or present, in order to give them guidance or help the person you're working with. Number 9, telepathy, which is similar to one of the other senses, but this is actually having the ability to communicate. So you can communicate your own thoughts into someone else's mind, or you can read their mind and share messages that way, if they can do it too, or you can just put your thought in their mind, or like I said, hear what they're thinking, which is like crazy. Like my boyfriend and I, like, I'll do something and I'll say something and he was like, I was just thinking that, or I was going to say that, or I was going to do that. And it's just crazy because we're so close and we're always together. That's why that is so strong with us. But you can definitely grow this ability with strangers if you practice with it. I know there's this one technique, like go into another room and you have symbols like on cards, and one person sends that symbol to the other person's mind, and you'll yell out like sent, like you sent that symbol, and if they get it, they'll say received, and they write it down, and after you do like 3 or 4 symbols, you go compare if they got it right or not, and you keep doing that to kind of grow that ability. Okay, and number 10 is mediumship. So this is the ability to communicate with spirits, so like passed on, deceased spirits, or maybe the spirits in the in-between space. You can communicate with the dead or living using other gifts to do so. So like you can smell, like I was saying, use the other clairs if you're communicating with a spirit, but then you can also relay messages from them. So kind of like, I don't know if you've seen the show Long Island Medium with Teresa Caputo. I used to watch that all the time. And I know a lot of people are like, it's not real, but I love watching that because I don't think it's very scripted, not all of it, but working with our clients, like I don't know how you can make that stuff up. So it'd be pretty cool to be a medium. Number 11 is channeler, which is similar but not. And I know a couple of you who watch me are channelers, which is so amazing. So I probably get some info wrong, so please correct me if I'm wrong or add any input down below. A channeler has the ability to relay messages directly from other beings. So you can connect specifically, you can connect with a specific being, like of your choice that you want to work with, including like passed away loved ones, angels, spirits, guides, so like higher self guides, or you just the guides who are with the people you're working with, aliens, animals, and then you let them speak through you. So I read that you don't, like, you're not listening and then talking, you're letting them like talk through you, and sometimes you have to translate like as it's coming through into like human language so we can understand what these beings are saying to you. You can also try channeling with automatic writing. So try to open up with the being that you want to relay the message from, or like communicate with, or let them communicate through you with the writing, and you just write and don't stop, and you'll probably like zone out and go into a trance, and then try to read or interpret what you wrote down after. So that would be pretty cool to like try to learn. And then sometimes if you're a channeler, it could be a short message. So I've seen like sometimes angels will choose a person. If you're walking by a stranger who needs to hear something, you will randomly tell this person a message, and you may or may not remember telling them a message, but you were used in order to relay this to that person who needed to hear it. So it could be a short message or like a huge transmission that I've seen like on YouTube, of course, and in Facebook groups, like from Starseed leaders, they'll do like big transmissions. So pretty cool. Number 12 is energy healing. So Reiki, you could be an amazing healer, could be your gift, but you basically can manipulate energy to heal others spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. And you have a healing touch, or people just feel good around you. And I am going to do a video soon about Reiki and like show you Reiki level 1, 2, and master, which I know people pay for it, but I'm just gonna show it to you guys because I took the classes. I'm a Reiki master. I used to have my certificates up there, but not at the moment. But I'll definitely love to share that information with those who are interested in the future. 13 is a mystic. So I know I aligned with a mystic when I did the birth chart reading for myself, but looking online, it's kind of hard to find a true definition. So I'm just going to read what I found. So a mystic, you are a person who seeks truth, or understanding beyond what is commonly associated with the human experience. You have a conscious awareness of divinity through intuition or direct experiences. You seek answers and you use your gifts and knowledge to help and guide others. So that's what I found if you are a mystic, if that's your gift. They do say you have to be born as a mystic, but I believe everybody can grow or like become whatever they want. Next is 14, a shaman. You may be a shaman or learn to become one. You are basically a healer, a spiritual and ceremonial leader. You are extremely in tune with nature and can tap into Mother Earth to heal people, plants, animals, and all life and spirits and energy, including rivers, caves, mountains, and lakes. So very, very in tune into the earth. And lastly, but not leastly, is astral projection, because I love that power and I love, like, I need to talk more about that, which is coming soon too. But if you haven't watched videos, I'll link one above just for fun. But astral projection, astral travel, you have the ability to leave your body, or your consciousness or soul leaves your body when you're sleeping, or you can do it in meditation, but that's really hard. Like, I do it just sleeping. But you can communicate, and you can travel anywhere in the universe, other dimensions. You can communicate with spirits in other dimensions. You can even heal or help other entities. It answers the questions to like share your information to others, like from that dimension. You can heal yourself and meet other guides or meet your higher self. There's a lot of things you can do in the astral realm. So those are the 15, and like I said, I didn't go into divination gifts because I want to do that all in a separate video. So in another video, we'll talk about divination, like palm reading, scrying, crystal ball reading, or crystal ball gazing, pendulums, runes, tarot cards, tea leaf readings, and a lot more of just divination stuff. But anyways, it is time to talk about the giveaway. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to give away first. So I'm giving away this dandelion salve that I made. This is the dandelion salve. So it eases the pain of soreness, joints, and muscles. It's soothing and moisturizing for dry, cracked, and itchy skin. And it says the sacred jewel. And then on the back it says how to use it and what are the ingredients. It is vegan. And I'll just show you what it looks like. Oh, yes. So you'll get this for free. This giveaway is completely free. I'm going to pay for shipping, but it is unfortunately only in the United States, just so I can afford the shipping more. So we'll give away that. We'll also give away this tincture, which I made. It's a usnea tincture. It's a double extraction herbal dietary supplement. So it's also called the lungs of the forest, usnea, and it's for your respiratory health. Immune support, antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial, and antiviral. And then it says, like, handcrafted. I got the usnea from Mount Hood, Oregon. And it tells you how to take it, how many drops, and that you always want to shake it. But I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, yes. Can you see? But I love this stuff. Definitely if I feel a cold coming on, you can definitely use that. I'm also going to do a little goodie bag, which has rings, crystals, bracelets, all from my collection. I made the bracelets, I made the rings, and then random crystals that I just wanted to give away as a thank you. You'll get this. And you're also going to get a book from my personal collection. It did get wet in the past, so it's not in great condition, but it's still pretty cool. All about auras. So you'll get this book and a handwritten note from me. So the giveaway, a book, handwritten note, a bag of goodies, a tincture, and a dandelion salve. So if you would like to partake in the giveaway as a thank you for the 500 subscribers, all you need to do is, of course, be subscribed to my YouTube. And I'm going to post the giveaway on my Instagram. You don't have to follow me on Instagram, because the whole purpose of me getting into 1,000 subscribers is that I can start using the community feature, so I don't have to use Instagram. It will just all be on YouTube once I get there. So you don't have to follow my Instagram, but if you do, that will be another entry into a raffle to pick your name to win the gift. So you want to go to Instagram if you want. And then the most important thing, so follow me on YouTube and comment from now on this video or any other videos from today, May 8th, all the way until May 15th. I'm going to stop the raffle on the 16th, so a whole week you can enter to win my giveaway. If you want more entries, so you can go to Instagram and follow me on Instagram. That is one entry. You can comment as many comments on any videos on YouTube. Each comment is an entry. If you tag someone on Instagram, tag a friend on the giveaway photo, each tag is an entry. If you like the video on Instagram, that is an entry. If you share it in your story on Instagram, that is an entry. So that is 5 different ways to get more entries. And then I don't know how many I will get, but I'm going to handwrite your name that many times on paper and put it in a hat and draw it on either Monday the 16th or Tuesday the 17th. I'll make a video of doing it on video with you so you can actually see it happening. And then of course you would message me via Instagram or email, and I would give you would give me your address and I would ship it to you for free. So that is my video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's the raffle entry giveaway begin, and see you in the next video. Bye.